Hello, everyone. Good morning. I don't know what time you are in now, but I want to greet you and I want to say welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Kelechi Ambrose and this is Truth Channel Network. I want to talk about the terrorism issue that we all are experiencing, and at the same time I want to also talk on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whose situation has crossed the Rubicon because the Nigeria contraption has pushed us to the wall up to this time. And anybody who is not annoyed and not angry, or who is not disturbed about the current situation in the contraption called Nigeria, that person must be a very close ally to Lucifer or Satan. Because I don't know why we see a system that condones and embraces terrorists into his arms. Have you taken your time? I want to talk to you today. Each of you, especially those people who are always fighting to sustain the contraption called Nigeria, who want to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who feels that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be destroyed, and who thinks and feels that the Nigerian idea must be sustained. Have you taken your time to watch the videos of these terrorists? Have you taken your time? Do you really have videos of these guys? Have you seen the kind of eagerness in them to destroy, to maim, and the mindset they carry? By how they carry themselves, you will understand their mindset. Their mindset is that their job is to take over territories, every territory within the Nigeria contraption. And they don't have this orientation to reason properly like you. They don't have this orientation to consider. They already have it in mind that this is what Allah wants for them, and Allah says they should go and take over. If you have not really watched any of these videos, please, I want you to try and search for them online and watch these videos. See how they boldly move in territories that are within the boundaries of Nigeria. See how they boldly go to local governments, they attend weddings, they do their things. They are occupying communities that belong to people who are in IDP camps. I want to ask people who reason. If you are still a Nigerian and you have a little faculty of reasoning, because what makes you a Nigerian is your inability to reason things through. You might have ideas of them, but to reason them through, you are stunted by that ability to reason them through. And so it hampers your ability to process information rightly and to know and to tell, to have an insight of the situation, and then have a foresight, even a hindsight to it. Because when you look at these guys, one, they are not educated. Two, they have a different orientation from every one of us. Three, they are determined and they are positioned in their mindset. They have been wired not to sit to talk to you about any other thing than taking over and taking over. It's either you kill them or they kill you. That is their mindset. But before I go deep into that, because I am so angry about this Nigerian narrative, and when I see my brothers, see Biafrans and some other people who are still clamoring, especially people I think that should have some respect, still clamoring for Nigeria to be sustained. I don't know on what premise you want it to be sustained, for God's sake. How do you want to sustain it? Who is it? These guys who are carrying weapons and their mindset they have been trained from cradle, from childhood, to have this evil in their heart and to work. Their minds, they are wired to be evil. They are wired to carry out a program that have been deposited in their in their religion for decades, even for centuries. It has been transferred into them. They were born into it. They were taught to carry it out. They were taught They have been taught to maintain this because that is where their redemption is. But first of all, let's go on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 16th came to the court, and the court said, according to the NMA, that he is fit to be tried and that he has to go through trial, and then his trial is for 1 week ending on the 26th of October. And you and I know that we have Nigerian politicians who will just put something on their neck, like you see Fayose the other time, like you see Dino, I've forgotten his surname. You see these guys demonstrating lots of dramas, and they quickly get court permission to go and treat themselves. Court grants them their request to do all of that, and you see what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the shocking thing about this whole thing are those Biafrans who once were with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who are now the ones seeking for him to die over there. I don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have done to you that you would think that he should die. I don't know what would make you think that Nigeria the contraption itself, Nigeria, and everything that makes up Nigeria, and the government of Nigeria, and the people who control Nigeria, and the British should be favored better than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what will make you give your loyalty, in whatever circumstance, to the Nigeria contraption, to the people who are controlling Nigeria, to the British, to every of their proxy or allies who are helping to sustain that narrative of Nigeria. I don't know whatever would make you think that you should consider them in place of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody invades your house and rapes your wife, rape your little children, steal your properties and steal everything. And what you want to do at a point in time, because your wife offended you at a point in time, or you feel that she's offended, and then what you have to do is that you would now embrace the person who has invaded and who caused the problem. Does it make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. So whatever would put you in that situation, or not even a situation, whatever will put you and bring you to that point of having such kind of mindset, then you are very evil. Because for someone who is crying, his fundamental cry is for the total liberation of the people. The total liberation of the people. That is his fundamental cry. And you know that the captors, or those who are holding him captive, or holding every one of us captive, are so dangerous and deadly. You know that. Is it that you guys don't see these videos? Is it that you guys are so myopic in your mindset that you don't understand the implication of giving one kind of support or any iota of support to sustaining that contraption called Nigeria? Is it that you guys don't reason? Because of course I've told you people before, and I've told you, yes, I don't blame you, because once you call yourself a Nigerian, you lack the capacity to reason. That is the opposite of intellectualism, is Nigerian. So which means that if you are Nigerian, you can't reason. Because I don't see why you should have an enemy who wants your life, who wants your good to come to them, who want to take your resources, who want to kill your children, who want to maim, want to take everything that belongs to you, using your resources to develop their land, or putting people, to control you, to steal your resources, put you in complete. Every time you are struggling, you are fighting to sustain your livelihood, you are struggling to sustain your family, and that enemy that keeps you in that perpetual situation and poverty, you think you can still embrace him against those who are thinking that we all should be free. That is another level of that level of self-destruction is beyond whatever anybody can imagine. Look at how these terrorists carry arms. Look at how these Fulani terrorists carry arms everywhere. Look at the 2 weeks and last week. Fulani terrorist, a local government chairman in the north, attending the wedding of a terrorist's child. And you people think you are normal, and nobody's saying anything, everybody's quiet. The terrorists that come to community, they kill people and all of that. See, right now, as I'm talking to you, over 26 local governments in Benue State have been taken over by terrorists. They are living there normally. Nobody, Nigeria security agencies or whatever, the armed forces, nobody's doing anything about it. The people who own the community, they are in IDP camps, being treated like refugees. Terrorists are in their land, living normally, sitting on the minerals because they want to exploit the place and plunder the resources. They drive the people away and take over their lands. The same in Borno, the same in Plateau, the same in several places. And they are coming gradually to your place and you don't know. Last week we heard of them attacking a community in Kwara State. They have taken over a community in Kwara State. You guys don't reason. And you think that you can look at these people who have been born, they were born and been indoctrinated to believe that Allah wants them to kill you and take that land because the land belongs to them. Because they have 72 virgins when they die. If they don't fight, they will not get those virgins. And you think that you can negotiate with such kinds of people to sustain in Nigeria. You can be in a particular place and say you are Nigerian. And you think you can sustain a nation with such kinds of people. How can you sustain a nation with people who don't reason? People who are die-hard. How do you want to negotiate with the Fulanis, for instance? They don't go to school. They make sure they don't go to school because they want to use religion as a brainwashing facility for their mindset so that they would remain dedicated to the cause of Islam and the Islamization project in the guise of one Nigeria. Because the purpose is Islamization. But the two is Fulanization. If you don't know it, just know it. And the purpose of that Islamization is not because they want you to be religious. No, it's because they want to take your resources, take over your land, and then dominate and control your resources, and then subject you as slaves, to put you down there so that you would continue to serve them and they will continue to tax them. That is what Muhammad told them. That is, it's in their Quran. Go and read their stuff. I've read their books about 3 times, front and back. Go and read it. It's not something we are making up. Osman Danfodio gave that charge that until they drop the Quran in the sea, which means that they must conquer to the Yoruba land, that's the Lagos Sea, to the east, to the sea in Ikocha, that they call Port Harcourt. That means they must drop the Quran in the sea. That means they must conquer all the lands. He gave them that command. And these people are dedicated to do that. And you don't think that you wake up every morning, you want to go to your job, go and get food for your children, you want to live normal life. They don't think that way. When they wake up in the morning, their mindset is that what next will they conquer? How are they coming to kill you? You are thinking because you are trained to reason and to live a normal life and to live and let live, right? We wake up in the morning, we want to go to our workplace, we want to do our things and we want to succeed, we want to progress. Their mindset when they wake up is how they would come and kill you and take your land. So you must be wise enough to understand that as much as you are looking for your progress, you must set. It's just like the Bible days. Nehemiah, when he was building the walls of the temple or the walls of Jerusalem, he was holding weapons and he was building. Because he knows that there are people who don't want him to build and they want to kill him. So he needs to hold weapon and at the same time build it. So as you are seeking for your own good, you have your own weapon. And what is that weapon? Resist anything that will bring you with these people. And that thing that is holding us with them is Nigeria. That's why they can penetrate anywhere, for God's sake. Common sense. Do we hate Hausas? We don't hate them. Do we hate any tribe? We don't hate them. But the truth here is this. There is one tribe that is using the sentiment of Nigeria to progress, to advance towards your territory. So the only thing you can do is to break that narrative of Nigeria so that everybody can now go and secure their borders. That tribe will not be able to penetrate. They are coming from Somalia. They are coming from Sudan. They are coming from Niger Republic. They are coming from everywhere in the Sahel, from Futa Jalon, everywhere. And their target is to take over your land. Just like your own target is to succeed in life. Their own target is to take over your land. They are religious. They are die-hard religious terrorists whose mindset, they have been trained. They groom them from childhood. Give them weapons. They start shooting from age 6, 7. They are holding weapons. So their mindset is different from yours. There's no way two of you can live in the same country, for God's sake. There's no way. You can't reason. In fact, as you're coming for negotiations, they're thinking of how they're going to come and attack you. And that's why they're putting their people in every corner. In the military, because those places are the main places where they can control. That's why they will tell you they have today, as I talk to you right now, over 300,000 terrorists have been pardoned by the federal government of Nigeria and put back into the system. Some have been put into the military. Majority of them are in the military right now and they have been deployed to the southwest, Yoruba land. They have been deployed to the east. You see them on the road. You see all of them. These are terrorists. And they told you that these people are invaders. They came from Somalia and all of that. That means they're invaders. How can you get invaders into your country and you give them pardon and you put them into your military? What are you saying? Military is the powerhouse of any nation. And you put them in your military. What are you then telling the people? It's simple. We are putting them, when you put them in the military, you give them guns. That means you are empowered now to carry out that program we have. That's what it is. We don't study, we don't research, we just move. We just wake up in the morning, oh, I want to eat today, oh, today I'll go to work, I'll make my money, that's all. We don't think of the technicalities and the things that are happening. We don't reason. And that is why we keep falling trap to these people. And if we are not careful, it's going to be too late. But I pray God will help us. Especially all of you who are the ones who are betraying your people because of the stipends they are giving to you. You think they are giving you that stipends for nothing. Very soon when they conquer, they will kill you because they know you are dangerous. We must understand this. And if we don't understand this, we are going to go down. Today, on everybody on social media, every one of you today must tweet it. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Today, throughout everything you put on social media, everything must be about Nnamdi Kanu. From today to 20th of October. That means from today to Monday. Monday, all of you who are in Abuja, you must march to Aso Rock. We want 1 million people to be there to march to Aso Rock. If you are in any part in Lagos or wherever you are, and you can fly down or you can go down, you can move down, no problems. But if you cannot move down, just be on social media, keep tweeting, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. And those who are on ground, you march to, you join Omoyele Sowore to Aso Rock to demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Monday, 20th. That day is dedicated for him. From today, we keep tweeting it, we keep WhatsApping it, we keep sending messages on it, we keep sending on every social media platform you have. You post it on every platform you have, whether Instagram, whether Snapchat, wherever you are. You post it, even on LinkedIn. Post it there, because the holding of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an indirect message to you. If you don't know, if you think it because he's an Igbo man, then you are let them hold him. You are just joking, because the Fulani terrorists don't mind. Even if you are a Muslim in the Yoruba land, you think you are a Muslim, you are not a true Muslim to them. Do you know that in the mosque, if you go to the mosque now and there's a Fulani man who is a Muslim, and you Yoruba man, you are there, you are a Muslim, the person who will lead prayers is the Fulani man. Until there is no one there, they can permit you. As long as you are in that mosque, he is the one in charge. He is the head. So they see you as they don't see you as a true Muslim. So when they come to your land, they will kill you. They want to take over. That's their plan. They said Allah has given them that land that is called Nigeria. That is what Osman Danfodio said, and that's what he has told them over time. So if you think that you are going to become a Muslim, then you will be free. You are wasting your time. You will still be their slaves. They don't reason like you reason, like you and I reason. That's if you reason at all. They don't reason. So for those of you who are on the path of truth, please stand strongly and begin to keep talking to people, getting them to understand this whole thing. For those of you who are still blinded by this Nigerian drama controlled by Britain. You see, look at what's happening in the Middle East to the Palestine and Israel. That problem was caused by Britain. Did you know that? It was caused by Britain. In 1913, between 1913 and 1915, Britain promised that land when Israel was displaced. Promised that land to two countries. First, they promised it to the French. They promised it to the Turkey, the Arab nations, telling them they will give them that land if they help them defeat Turkey. Then the Turkey Empire was there, Turkish Empire. They promised them that land. They promised the land to the French. Now they gave it to those people and call them Palestinians. You know this land belongs to Israel. You go to colonial program. You put them there because you want to bring problem in that place. Today now look at the killings, the death, the disaster. That place, that land is going to be the place where World War III will start from. Because it is clear that some people have been designed to create situations that are troubling in this world. Of course, Bible prophecy has it. So we cannot reverse it. We cannot reverse it. Look at it. So how long can we continue to allow these things to happen to us? Can't continue to allow these things to happen to us. We must begin to think fast. If we say we are smarter than the Fulanis, well, how come they are thinking faster than us? Because they have people who are helping them think and who have the resources. We also have the resources. We can counter them intellectually and with the little resources we have. It's time that we break this yoke on our necks. It's time we liberate ourselves. It's time we get ourselves free. Please share on all your social media platforms and get people to look at this, and subscribe if you have not subscribed to this, so that we'll be able to reach out to more people. And also like as much as possible and send your comments. I want to hear what you're saying. Send your comments and I'm going to respond to them one after the other. I want to hear you, because we must have a formidable ground to push and to destroy this narrative that they have projected into us, and that is capable of rendering us, a situation of comatose and destroying the fabric of our future and our expectation. And it is only when we do that, we join hands together to bring them down, to destroy that empire of terrorism. We have Ansaru, we have ISIS West Africa, we have Boko Haram. Today, Boko Haram is the number 2 deadliest terrorist organization in the world, after ISIS. We have Ansaru. All of them are in Nigeria. Ansaru, ISIS West Africa in Nigeria, Ansaru in Nigeria. All of them there. And you have a government. And the government. What did Abacha say? Abacha said, when you see an insurgency that lasts for more than 2 or 3 days, know that the government's hand is in it. That's what Abacha said. And terrorism have lasted for years now, since 2009 or so coming. Boko Haram and all of that have been there. It's lasting. Ask yourself, who is fueling all their bikes? Look at the thousands of bikes they have. Who is fueling? Where did they get the fuel to put in those bikes? Ask yourself these simple questions. How do they get fuel to fuel thousands of bikes? They are fueling the bikes, and people, you think they will take those bikes to, and nobody will raise alarm? They have a station where they go to fuel. That place is clear for them. Ask yourself, all this AK-47 and AK-49 and all those sophisticated weapons and all those machine guns that you see them holding and all of those stuff, where are they coming from? How? Why did they bring them into the? That tells you they are being covered, secured, protected, and promoted by people who are in power. You can't import such kinds of level of weapons without the knowledge of those in the port or in the borders and the military and all of that. You can without the leaders. No, it's not possible. You can't import such kinds of weapons. You can't import such number of bikes that you see them right. All of them are sitting on their bikes, two, each of them having their weapons, sophisticated ones. And we are looking like we don't reason, as if we are under a spell. And we're still promoting one Nigeria. And the people who are in government are the ones sponsoring this thing. You heard the other man, that one governor of, one state, who is saying that Boko Haram, now that you have, pardon them, those who want to contest, even vote for, who want to be voted for, or who even want to contest presidency can contest, telling you that terrorists can contest as president, and you don't have sense. Reach out to us next time. Thank you.